Hello, lovely humans. Kitty co-host here, doing her job, actually making things very difficult, trying to play with all the cables and the PC and just everything she's not supposed to. But hello, how you doing? Okay, so here we are, XFM Friday, Series 2, Episode 20, the first one of their 2023, like their new year. So this is going to be fun. You good? You want to leave? You want to stay? You can do whatever you want. I just wanted to show her off because she's adorable. And, luckily, you guys love her. She always gets just such cute comments. Anyway, quick little something. She just left. Quick little something. I have cough drops on hand because the stupidest thing happened to me yesterday. Oh man. I damaged myself yesterday. I damaged my throat laughing at Peep Show. It's so stupid, but my throat still hurts. There was just this one joke that caught me so off guard. It was so freaking good. And I exploded with laughter, and it still hurts, dude. It still hurts. And that sucks. I can't say what scene or I can't say anything because it hasn't come out yet. It'll come out tomorrow. But it still freaking hurts. So probably going to have to pop cough drops. Another thing. There was another thing, but I can't remember it. Oh, yeah. Okay, so apparently this is going to be the episode where, they ask Karl what he got Suzanne for Christmas or whatever. And it's just so out of pocket and ridiculous and bad. I kind of want to venture a guess because everybody's like, you'll never guess it. I want to venture a guess. I know I'm not going to get it, obviously, but I want to venture. It's kind of two guesses is what I have. First of all, this is with on the same vein of his present to his father-in-law, which was just like paying for the cab. And that, just that basically. And the card, obviously. And there is one thing that I have never been able to get out of my head, right? After watching An Idiot Abroad. He always mentions Suzanne. He mentions her a lot and stuff. He never exactly mentions that she's overweight, but there's one freaking scene where he compares her to the back of a hippo, right? And I have never been able to get that out of my mind. I can appreciate and understand that in the Ricky Gervais show, the animated one, they always show her as a skinny blonde where you can't see her face and all that. I get that. But to me, Suzanne always equals hippo, right? Just... Again, that's like the only reference I have of that, but that just always stuck in my mind. So, my thoughts are on his gift, extremely insulting. Just something really, really bad. And I feel like his justification would be like, oh no, but I'm a good boyfriend because I listened and she was talking about something like that and I thought she'd like it because we had these conversations. Now, with those two things in mind, my guesses are either like some kind of self-help book or like a how to lose weight kind of book, that, or just like a recipe book for like healthy diet kind of recipes to slim down. That's what I feel like is going to happen. Again, I'm probably wrong, but that's just kind of where my head took me. Something incredibly insulting that he thinks is like incredibly nice because maybe they had that kind of conversation or she said at some point she wants to lose weight or get healthy or whatever. And he just kind of, that's what clicked in my mind. Again, I highly doubt it. And other than a cab ride or something, I can't picture anything else. So there's that. Now, having said all that, I just want to say real quick, Rusty Dog makes these, does an amazing job. Thank you, Rusty. I always mention it because I'm very grateful. It's so amazing. And I have been informed a couple tips today about words and stuff so I don't get lost. So you asked if I'm going to remember. I don't know, but I think so. So I've got context for stuff. Not spoiled or anything, just words that I wasn't familiar with. So thank you for that. Anyway, beautiful humans, let's go. I got to start because otherwise I'll never start. I need to shut up. No, I don't. Yes, I do. The cat ate the deeds! Oh, that's pretty. He has my headphones! Okay, I get too excited about stupid stuff. But that's cool. I love the photoshopping of this. I just love it. And the cat ate the deeds. I don't remember where I said that, but I had a cat that ate the freaking deed to the house once. That was bad. It took a long time to replace that. That was really bad. Freaking cat, man. He would eat every important document. If you left it on the table for 5 minutes, you came back, he wouldn't digest it. He would just tear it apart with his little teethies. Jesus Christ. Anyway, let's go back.
Here we are then. Oh.
Here we are.
Scorpio Rising, Death in Vegas on XFM 104.9. About 1:05 Saturday. Here we are again then. Ricky Gervais, Steve Merchant, Karl.
Oh.
I can't believe our luck.
Are those the same artists? They don't look like the same artists. Those are interesting. Yeah, so, the Karl one's the best.
All right, Karl.
All right.
Yeah, so what are we doing today then? Producer.
Right.
I'm sorry, I always laugh instinctively when I hear Karl's name and that word associated.
Right, well, why is that? Because it is, I had to come up with some new features again for this new year.
Okay.
There you go.
I'm excited.
What have you come up with?
You say it, Karl. Ricky Ridiculous or whatever.
We are the backbone of this show, Karl.
Yeah, we'll tell you we've come up with some pretty. What's yours first?
Right.
Go on.
Right, well, Rockbusters.
That's old. That's not a new feature.
Yeah, but we'll keep it.
Right.
So you're just keeping an old feature?
Okay. No, it's an old favourite. I'm sure there's a lot of people that are going, phew, I was worried that he'd lose Rockbusters.
I bet there were a lot.
With a new idea. Why don't we just play some records that we like? There's a new idea for 2003.
Yeah. Oh, you know what we can't see? Because the library's out of order.
Oh yeah, the record library, we can't get in there. We're not allowed to get in there.
We had to scrounge something from Capital Gold.
So anyway. Right.
Why are they doing like the in-betweeners? Oh, friend kind of voice. What is that? Oh, friend. Capital Record.
Something from Capital Gold.
So anyway. Right.
Go on.
So we got Rockbusters.
What are they doing with the library? Are they getting some records in that we want to play? Is that their new idea? I know. Let's get some records in.
Yeah,
they
they're thinning out the Gina G.
Yeah. Falling on Blondes, goodbye. Give that to Foxy. Go on. Sorry, Karl.
We'll do. We started Do We Need 'Em in 2002.
Do we need them?
Do we need them? Yeah.
We'll continue that.
Got a new one, haven't you?
Explain that later.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And then the new stuff comes in.
Ooh.
Right. As always, I like to sort of get words and tweak them and stuff.
Sure.
Yeah.
So I was thinking of either doing something with. There's a lot of weird rituals, isn't there?
A lot of weird rituals?
Yeah, there's weird stuff going on around the world.
Okay.
There is, yeah.
Sure.
And I was going to tweak that to rituals.
Okay. Right.
Again, starting with the title, the pun first, then working out what it is.
The worst way to do things.
Oh, right, so it's specifically...
Just stuff that goes on, like...
rituals.
There was...
Most of the weird stuff I've heard about happened to you in Manchester in your early years.
Well, in India, apparently it's good to have a flat head. So the...
Again, just flirting, just bordering on the racist, but never really gets there. Always.
Well, because there's no intent.
There's no hate. It's just clumsy. It's just stupidity.
Yeah.
Exactly. Go on. What do you mean? What do you mean?
It's good to have a flat head.
What do you mean it's good to have a flat head in India?
We'll talk about it later.
Brilliant.
That's rituals. So
I'm already hooked.
You've
Yep.
hooked a few in.
Definitely.
Go on.
I'm hooked.
Right, so we'll have that later.
So it's
hold on.
essentially like educating Ricky, only it's specifically about rituals. Is that strictly speaking what it is? Okay.
I suppose so, but then again, you could say radio is all the same because it's people talking.
Okay, Karl, brilliant. Brilliant comeback.
Yeah,
So-
brilliant comeback. Not all talking nonsense, though.
I
Don't
freaking
that's
love
where we're
sassy
different. Go
Karl,
on.
man.
Also, right, I like teaching you stuff.
Yeah. And you've done well.
So what I'm thinking is, rather than just touching on a topic, sort of giving you a few bits of information on one
See,
topic.
this is what I'd like to do, because the last thing you taught me, I remember, was there was a blind girl, she hit her head and she could see, and that's all I got.
Yeah.
No! It was a deaf girl that hit her head and she could hear. Or am I remembering wrong? Oh my god, is this one of those things? Sometimes I forget stuff, or just sometimes I have meltdowns because I have something in my mind that apparently nobody else has. Wait, it was a deaf girl, right? And it kind of sort of made sense because maybe something shifted in her ear. Shifted? Because he said blind girl a couple episodes, like last episode I think too, and nobody corrected him. Oh my god, this is going to drive me crazy. Please let me know in the comments. I'm going to have to wait until tomorrow to find out if I'm crazy or not. Damn.
you could go, she hit her head and she could see, and that's all I got.
Yeah.
So if you could go into that
feel like
a little
that's
bit
wrong.
more, that would have been educating me.
Well, today we're featuring stuff on World War One and Two, right?
Oh.
So that's that little title for all this little thing is. What do you think of that then?
What do you think of that then?
Play a record.
Oh my god, you even got the timing. Wow.
Play a record.
So
Rick, can I just thought of a joke?
Go on.
What's the similarity between Lord of the Rings and this show? They're both rubbish.
You don't like Lord of the Rings? I haven't seen Lord of the Rings. But I feel like that is a very unpopular opinion. I wouldn't
What's that
know.
man, David Bowie, off Aladdin Sane, my favourite David Bowie album. What's yours, Karl?
Yeah, that one's good.
Brilliant. So, right, we've got Rockbusters coming up. Do you want to say what we've got to give away there,
Not
Steve?
really, Rick.
Is it really bad?
Well,
What's the film? What's the featured film?
the featured film's not bad, I have to say, actually. You've excelled yourself there. Again, it's just one of those things where I think, what kind of XFM listener would want this particular goodie bag? I know before Christmas, Karl, you explained that the
Look
reason
at
we were
Carl's
giving away...
face, he's disgusted, because he just said, I do a lot of work to get these prizes, and I went, no you didn't, I saw you, he went over to a drawer and went, I'll give that one, and that one. That's what work you put in. You nicked some, there's about 12 Jerry Halliwell videos, one of which we're giving away. It's
Oh,
sort
Rick,
of like,
you've given it away.
oh no!
Oh,
Yeah, if you'd like
no.
to, Jerry...
I feel like the equivalent to the weather, which again, that's one of those things that just stuck and I'll never forget. They had actual DVD of weather. I feel like another like counterpart of that would be soil and sands. All the types of soil. Like, who would want that? You know what comes to mind? Who would want that? Ross from Friends, of course.
Halliwell's body yoga DVD. Then that's one of the treats you can win. But it does like if you remember before Christmas, he said that he was giving away a kind of bumper pack of gifts that you might want to wrap up and give to
one
various
for
people.
Uncle,
one for Uncle, one
yeah.
for Auntie. But obviously Christmas has passed, so I don't know really what your excuse is this time.
You eat a lot over Christmas, don't you? Get a bit fat.
Fair point.
Yeah.
So Jerry Body Yoga is one of them. The recent on DVD, the recent series of Wiedersehen Pet. Yeah.
Well,
Could you give me that reaction again?
Well,
Rick?
no, just
Just give me that reaction again.
No, yeah.
Yeah, brilliant.
I love how they
I have to
sell
say,
these.
this isn't bad at all. This is the very best of the Stone Roses CD.
Well, you can't knock
compilation,
that.
which,
You can't knock
in
that.
fact, I'll tell you what, we should play Elephant Stone at some point.
Yeah,
today, 'cause it's
we'll
going
have
on.
that. Go on.
Madness. I think this is actually tunes from them and not from the musical.
The guy
Although
on the far right actually looks like a very young Johnny Depp, doesn't he? At least in that picture. Maybe not. Am I tripping? I'm probably tripping. But the vibe is there, okay?
Is tied into
He
the
went
musical.
to see that musical.
Really?
Yeah, on New Year's, it's like on New Year's Day, there's nothing to do.
Sure.
So
I
you
took
go and see
Suzanne
some
out.
people doing madness songs.
No, I took Suzanne out for a walk, right?
Yeah.
Went round Covent Garden,
Like a dog.
Right.
past the place where it was on.
The stage door was open. You snuck in.
Well, I said Madness are alright. And because when you think about it, Madness songs are quite sort of musical anyway, aren't they? So you can't
They're quite
do...
musical.
Do you know what I mean? They sort
He
of...
means they're
Oh,
like
I
a
see, right, they're
musical,
like a-
yeah.
like a musical.
Knees up Mother Brown.
I thought it
yeah.
was alright, enjoyed it.
So what-
Blur the musical would be good, wouldn't it?
Blur the musical would be excellent.
Yeah, little Cockney
so
Sparrow.
what, you bought tickets there and then and just went in?
No.
They're not selling, are they?
It was fairly quiet because
No.
we only paid the lower price and we got upgraded for free.
Nice.
So
You
I don't
enjoyed it
think
though, did you?
Yeah, I'd loved it.
And
I'd
would
say,
anyone like to come on stage with us?
Yeah.
The little bald fella. Yeah, go on, I'll give it a go.
And what home are you from?
Where are you? What are you doing tomorrow? Well, I'm going. No, you're coming here tomorrow. Come here tomorrow.
Is it not doing well? That's a
I
disappointment.
don't know. I mean, it was New Year's Day, so maybe that's why it was quiet.
Okay, well, if anyone
it's
hasn't seen this or didn't receive it for
As Bono
Christmas,
said, all is quiet on New Year's Day, Karl.
I had no idea things even opened. Like, there would be shows or anything on New Year's Day. I never knew that to be a thing anywhere. Like, here in Argentina, Christmas Day and New Year's Day, you can't run out of toilet paper in an emergency because nothing's open. Like, you're not getting anything. Everything is closed. So, like, even if you have to go to... Well, now with Uber, it kind of changed. But years ago, before Uber got here and became a thing, like, if you had to go to, I spent Christmas Eve with my dad, and now I got to go on Christmas Day to Grammy's house. Yeah, you're not getting a taxi. You're not getting there. There's no buses. There's no nothing. You're not moving. People usually, like, have to camp out at their relatives' homes, like, the day before and then leave. Like, they stay overnight and stuff because you ain't, unless you have a car, you ain't going nowhere. It's crazy how that works.
So we've got the giveaway Minority Report by
I like that.
Steven
I enjoyed
Spielberg
that.
with Tom Cruise,
Okay.
which is on VHS.
It's a good rip-roaring sort of film.
It's not bad. That's probably the best thing we're giving away, but as I say, we can always leave some out if you don't
I'm
want.
arresting you for the future murder of Sarah Marks.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
That's the sort of excitement and drama you'll be getting in it.
It's not brand
Little
new.
taster there.
I got that off Paul Anderson. He said here's something to watch over Christmas.
So you've actually watched this already?
Yeah.
All right.
I love that the prizes are used because they have that, and then they have a CD where they wanted to play some songs on the CD first. Like everything is used. I get that there's nothing wrong with using a CD or a VHS or whatever, but I feel like it cheapens the prizes even more.
Added to it, though, isn't it? It's touched by the great man himself, Karl Pilkington.
And it's all right, I'd say. It's worth a watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to give us a quick film review?
Just give it a wipe down there, maybe some tripe on it.
Bit unrealistic.
Sure.
Bit unrealistic.
Yeah.
Genius.
A man who finds people who can see into the future.
Whereas our house, that really happened.
Yeah.
God.
Anyway, prizes giving away. What's the competition? It's Rockbusters.
We're doing Rockbusters.
I wanted to hear the
Rockbusters.
review.
Oh, look forward to that.
Do that in like 15
I
minutes.
need a bit of Coldplay first. I do, honestly.
They cut him off. He was. They missed an opportunity there.
Coldplay, The Scientist. I think they wrote that about Karl.
Yes.
On XFM 104.9. Right. I'm Ricky Gervais, Steve Merchant, Karl Pilkington.
Can I just ask Karl how he got on over Christmas?
Donkey.
Because the last time I spoke to him, you hadn't bought a present for your girlfriend.
Yes.
I have to say I was on tenterhooks all Christmas.
Well, you changed it. After that show, I felt bad, even though I shouldn't have done, because...
Because you hadn't bought your girlfriend a Christmas
Yeah, but
present.
I said to you, I booked a table at a hotel in Covent Garden, had Christmas dinner there, which was nice, right? It's good food and everything.
Didn't feel like enough to me.
Well, then I went out and treated some stuff, and then...
No. A couple of days before Christmas, he went, I took Suzanne to that hotel we're going to go to for Christmas dinner. We had tea and cakes. And I went, oh, you treated her? He went, no, she paid for it, but I was just showing her what it was going to be like. That was her extra treat. She paid for it. I love that.
Brilliant.
I don't.
Yeah. Well,
That's
it was
stupid.
like 150 quid for a meal for two, which is pretty dear. So I'm not going to buy her cakes as well.
That is expensive. Yes.
Alright, love, have anything you want. You pay for your own pudding, I'm not mental.
Yeah.
So,
Wait a minute,
but
because
so-
this is like 2003. I want to see how much that would have been like, because... Hold on. It said 150 and pounds are more than dollars, so... I just want to get a feel of what that would be. Let's go there. And that was back then! Oh my. Huh. Well... Okay. I mean... Not great, but I get it. I get his position on not the cakes. Damn, that's expensive.
You treated her to some other
yeah,
stuff.
some bits and bobs.
What?
And
So
then yesterday,
she chose them and you paid for them.
what, the presents?
Yeah.
No,
Or
no.
you chose them and she paid for them, but, you know, it's the thought that counts.
I got them on the way home that Saturday.
Well done.
And what did you
Passed
buy?
some shops. Well, just some bits.
Might be personal, Steve.
Well, I don't care.
Just some bits.
I don't
Leave
care.
out the personal bits. What bits?
Just little things. And then yesterday,
Why is Karl so
A
low in this
monkey wrench and a
episode?
new washer for the shower.
Yeah.
So record for
Good
the
thing
shower.
those are washers? I was imagining something completely different, like a loofah or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Some recordable CDs that you need for your job.
Oh,
So
dear.
now, when you gave those presents to her, did her face light up?
right. I don't want to tell you what they were, right? But she wasn't that impressed.
You're going to tell us what they were now,
Tell
Karl.
us what they are.
You even know what they are. She told you on Christmas Day.
Hold on, wait a minute.
But
Alright.
it doesn't matter what they are.
It does matter what
No,
they
it
are.
doesn't. It
It
doesn't
does,
matter.
Carl. It's you, mate.
He's
It's
getting
you.
embarrassed! Why'd he bring it up? But, okay, see, I love this. I love that they're interrogating him on this because I totally want to know, and I know that he's going to say it at some point. I love that he can't hold back. Like, even when he doesn't want to say stuff, he says stuff. Like the freaking Willie Ben story. But I also really hope they ask, because I need to hear the other side of this. I really want to know what Suzanne got him, right? Because there's this whole side of this where he's like the bad guy because he got her trash and she was unimpressed and stuff. What did she get him? I need to know. Because if she got him a pack of toilet paper and a loofah, like, they're made for each other. You know what I mean? Like, if she got him a gold watch and he got her some bits and bobs that he doesn't even want to say because it's embarrassing, not so great. Not so great.
Oh, God!
We just remember.
Right, but don't.
Oh, God!
You remembered?
Yeah.
It does matter what
No,
we are.
it doesn't. It
It
doesn't
does, Carl. It's you, mate. Of course it
doesn't
does.
matter.
Oh, God!
We just remember.
Yeah!
Right, but don't. There's no need.
I've got to tell him, Carl.
Don't
I
say it.
really want your permission because I don't want to be a, I know
Oh
it's
my
not,
God.
but we know it's not that embarrassing. It's really quite sweet.
Yeah, but in
That
a way,
reaction was
right,
amazing.
The way I look at it is.
I need to know.
Christmas, even when I was a little kid, right, is not.
Please let me tell him, Carl.
Well, let me just tell you first,
Oh.
though.
Let me
tell
justify
you
myself.
Why I didn't go all out on the old present front.
All right. Justify yourself.
Right? First of all, I've covered it up since then anyway, right, with that present, because I bought some shoes yesterday, and she did say I'll give you the money for them, but when I get home I said it's alright. I said you can have them, right? So not only,
That's such a horrible way to give a gift, though. Like, having the person have the intention of paying and just be like, whatever, it's fine. Like, no! That's, oh my God. How have they lasted so long? I think they're still together. This is amazing. Oh, she's such a good woman.
only did I buy her some food on Christmas Day. I got her shoes. She's probably had a
And
total.
they treat you like a horse.
Yeah.
It's not like, yeah, there you go, there's your shoes, there's your food, right, bed down, see you later.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is
I
she's
have
done.
fed and clothed
Yeah,
her.
did you comb her hair?
She's done well this year, right? So the thing
She's
is,
done well this year. It's like you're a single parent living on a council estate with a smack problem, and you still managed to buy them some
Right.
Lego.
when
Can
I
I-
was a kid, right, it wasn't about what you got. I remember one year when I was about 8, right?
Oh, it's going to make me cry, isn't it, this?
No, it's not. I'm just
Go on.
saying the way it is, right? I woke up at about 4 in the morning, and I was like, oh, what forgot? And I couldn't sleep. I was that on edge. It's the excitement of Christmas, isn't it? It's like, oh, what's wrapped up? I need to know.
Yeah.
And it's the fact that people are saying, no, you won't know until tomorrow.
Yes.
That annoys you and winds you up.
Okay.
Did you
So I got up
set
at
fire
4
to
in
the
the
tree?
morning,
Yeah.
opened my presents, and then went, right, I know now, went back to bed, had a great sleep.
Yes.
Right? So it's nothing to do with the excitement of what you get, it's the excitement of not knowing what you've got.
And then what happened when you got up to go down with the
So what you're,
presents?
but hang on. So what you're saying to me is that you could wrap up a brick because the thrill of Christmas is in hoping and being excited about what
Have
it
you
is.
ever have you guys ever seen the oh my God, hold on. I need to breathe. Process. Now speak. Okay. Have you guys ever seen the videos of parents when it's like a 2 or 3 year old? Because I've seen so many videos of, and I've had experiences of people that have a child at that age, 2, 3, and they like go all out with super expensive gifts and toys and like the best little remote control car at the toy store, and they spend like a freaking fortune, and the kid just opens it and like, nah, I prefer the box, like just absolutely no point. I have seen people understand a bit of the psychology of a child, a toddler, and the fact that they really like, kids really like repetition, and they really like when they get to know something, they like that thing, and they want it over and over and over again. Like my niece, when she discovered Frozen, she must have seen it a bajillion times, okay? She knew every word by heart. She knew all the movements. She knew everything. Kids love repetition. And I've seen a bunch of parents that knowing that they like what they're familiar with, they would wrap up like just random stuff, a banana, an orange. And the joy on the kids' faces when they would open it up, a banana! It was like little minions, banana. They were so excited because they went through the wrapping, the whole thing, right? They went through the surprise moment. And it was something they knew and they were familiar with, and they knew what it was called, and they could show everyone, I got a banana or an orange or, just anything. And the videos are hilarious. And the joy on their faces when it was something that freaking simple, but they knew what it was so different than kids that would open it and it'd be like some very intricate toy that would light up and, have a bunch of stickers on it. What's this? Like, they don't get it. They can't process it. Their toddler little baby minds are just so that they can't, they prefer something familiar. Now, again, that's toddlers. That's 2, 3, maybe 4. Not 8, 12, whatever. So maybe not a brick, but if a kid knows how to say brick and knows what a brick is, and he's a toddler, I'm pretty sure he'd be excited. So there's tons of videos. They're really fun. I'm not huge on kid videos, but those are fun to watch.
What the Christmas is in hoping and being excited about was that you could wrap up a brick because the thrill of Christmas is in hoping and being excited about what it is, not the actual gift itself.
Yeah.
Is that what you did? Rick, did she get a brick?
No, let me tell him now what he got. He got her a present, right? And she came. I said, yeah, he got me. It was an industrial-sized packet of condoms.
It was a joke gift.
No, it wasn't a joke gift.
It wasn't even a joke.
I went home that Saturday after the year, past Boots.
What?
Thought, might have something in here. They were on, like, value.
Right.
Wait, Boots is
They
a
were on,
pharmacy?
like, value.
Beauty, okay.
Right, you passed the
Well,
makeup.
they used.
Oh, God.
Passed the makeup, you passed all the other...
What an idiot.
That's the lovely vanity cases.
Yeah.
The foot spas.
Exactly.
Yeah,
The bathroom
Oh,
bar.
Dude, the recipe book was better. Oh my God. Were they like ribbed for her pleasure at least?
Hold
Something?
on.
I don't know.
How much are these, love, for 100?
Yeah.
$4.99. Yeah.
Do I get
In
them reduced if
what
I buy in
world?
bulk?
Is that
So how much
okay?
did you buy? What was it?
I don't know, probably about 100.
Right, okay.
And is she allowed to use those with anyone?
Did you wrap them?
Can she just go out and have a wild
Well,
time
you don't
with
need to wrap. They're already wrapped, aren't they? Oh. And
I
then
would
what did
love
she
to
say?
see
What
her
she opened
face.
it? No, wait, Karl, what did she
them? Right, play a record and we'll come back to this.
Oh, don't break the moment.
Oh,
No.
that's genius.
That is not genius.
Made famous, of course, by Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah.
That's All Along the Watchtower, as originally done by Mr. Bob Dylan.
On XFM 104.9.
I have received bad gifts in my life from partners. Like, but never that bad. One year for my birthday, I got a bench. And a horrible bench, too. You couldn't even sit on it. It was so freaking, it was ginormous and the most uncomfortable thing you would ever sit on in your entire life. For an anniversary gift, I got... Oh man, I have so many of these. For an anniversary gift, like a big anniversary too, I got one of those like pulley bars that you screw to the wall and just do pull-ups. And then he broke it, and then he gave it away. God, what was I thinking? What's Suzanne thinking? Oh man, I don't know if I can come up with any more right now, but there have been some bad ones, man. And I will never forget. I know I mentioned this a bunch of times, but it's so bad. It's so bad. My dad, married to my mom at that point for like, what, maybe 20 years. I can't remember if it was her birthday or an anniversary. It's just as bad. He got her a salami. Because she likes salami. I mean, duh, he knows her. What? God! What's wrong with men? Oh my God. Okay. If I come up with any more, I'll come forth and tell you. But those three, terrible.
So, Bob Dylan.
On XFM 104.9.
So, Karl, just take us through the moment when
I think
you
he
gave
takes
this
the cake,
gift.
though.
Firstly,
So you
were
went
excited-
into Boots, right? You thought, alright, 100 condoms. Brilliant. Okay. Did you wrap it
I
up?
don't know if it was 100, probably 80.
Right, okay. Yeah.
Right?
Cheap
You don't go
bastard.
mad, do you?
Wrap them up.
I'm just resting easy knowing that he's not trying to breed.
The laugh.
No.
Leave a laugh.
So I got her them. I got her Grease on DVD because she's
Okay.
always watching that.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. So just think of when her mum said, what did Karl get you? Some condoms and grease.
I was just, I'm glad he said on DVD.
She was surprised anyway, right? Because
wouldn't
I
be?
bet she was.
no, when she got
She was thinking like jewellery.
no,
So
right?
that showed her. That surprised you, wasn't it? Alright?
So hang on, wait a
You
minute.
thought it was a holiday, didn't you? Yeah, look at your face.
You don't know me at all. So hang on. So did you give these on Christmas Day?
Right, what happened is she got
I
into
love-
my website.
I love how he gets all defensive. Right, what happened happened. Like, if there was any kind of if there was anything he could say that would make this a little bit better or understandable, like, no, man, nah, you fudged up hard too. Like, wow.
Right? And I said, look under the tree.
Knackered. Oh,
Right.
at least it's Christmas. Yeah. At least I'm going to get a little bit. Yeah,
I said, look, you got some stuff under the tree, right? So,
Did you give her a sugar lump?
Right, she was really chuffed with that. But she said she was a bit puzzled because I didn't know he had any wrapping paper, right? So I ended up using wallpaper.
You didn't take it off the wall, though. You had
No,
some.
it was some left over, right? So she said, why have you used wallpaper? I said, well, I didn't have any paper and you were getting in a bit and I wanted you to have a surprise.
That was a surprise.
She said, can I have a feel of them? I said, no.
Presents.
She thought, right, I've got the right thing.
Yeah.
Right.
And then Christmas Day, I said, no, don't get carried away. It's nothing really good. You know, we said we weren't going to buy each other much. So there you go.
Please ask what she got
Yeah,
him.
go on.
And,
Can I just ask, had you received your present from her yet?
Yeah.
So what had you received?
Yes! Thank
What did I
you.
have? Had some shoes,
Nice.
right?
Okay.
Getaway game for PlayStation.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
I'm just totting up
Just
the
part
value
of the value
of
of
this.
those,
Go on, yeah.
And just also think about how much fun and pleasure you get from them.
Yeah.
Although,
yeah.
of course, condoms, I can see the
Well,
see the appeal.
Well, okay. So
yeah,
I think
but
I can.
also add to that bit 150 quid for a meal. If you're going to start
Minus.
totting up, 150 quid for a meal. I bought some shoes, 72 quid.
Yeah, that was after the
Are we
event.
counting the shoes?
Doesn't matter.
All right, so you'd received these, dare I say it, thoughtful and nice gifts.
No.
You handed over the box of condoms. They were wrapped up. She
Well,
unwrapped them.
yeah.
Go on, take us through it. Walk us through it.
Well, it's not something you play with on Christmas morning.
Oh God. Oh.
But,
Right.
But when she opened
What
them,
did she
what did her
say? What did
face
she say?
do?
Why not?
Well, I wrapped them twice as well, so she thought.
Sorry,
it was
what?
Well, I wrapped them twice as well, so
What
she
do you
thought
mean?
it was something really good. It was
Extra
like,
protection.
Right.
Oh. And
So she thought it was something really good.
then
So the disappointment would be doubled.
Yeah, go on, yeah.
then she just opened it and went, oh yeah, so what's on the telly? And that
Cool,
was that.
I'm grateful.
That was
What an
That was
ungrateful woman that is.
that. Well, she got
Fancy
stuff.
not
She
wanting
got stuff.
I told her.
a box of economy condoms from.
Dude, I feel like just there are so many things that would be a horrible gift, right, for like a grown woman. But I feel like there's so many things that would be better. A cup. Just like a glass cup. I don't know. A pack of stickers. Hello Kitty stickers. Just like anything that when you receive it, you're like, okay, thank you. But when you receive it and hear and you know the information, it was this or a pack of condoms, you're like, oh, thank you, I love it, you know? Like, I just, wow. I'm still shocked.
Boots.
I said to her about
It's
the
a
thing
lot.
about, it's all about the surprise and that, innit?
Yeah.
You explained that to her.
Yeah,
What, after she'd unwrapped it?
yeah.
Yeah.
And she was all right about it.
Yeah. She understood.
Rick, you know I suggested to him that he buy his girlfriend a gift. I'm worried I've done more damage to the relationship by suggesting that than if he had just forgotten.
Next time you've got to go shopping for her yourself, Steve.
I think I might do.
You've better go shopping for her yourself.
I'm glad it's all over though. It's mental.
Yeah,
You're
it annoys me,
mental!
The whole thing annoys me, and she knows that as well.
yeah.
She should know. What, she still insists on having Christmas once a year.
Yeah.
Right. You know.
No, but well, anyway, what did you get?
I can't think what you bring to the relationship, Carl. I don't know what it is she's getting from you in this relationship. It's like she's
I
doing
think
all
we
the
know.
work. Well, yeah.
80 times. Oh God, Carl! I love it. You're brilliant. I know what she's getting. He's the.
What though? He's not thoughtful.
No, but he's thoughtful. It's the best he can do with the brain he's got. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
He's doing his best. He's
I
absolutely
feel like
doing his
he's
best.
not.
There's no.
He's working at the limits of his powers.
Do you know what I mean? Though he's done as well as he can with what he was given.
Sure.
Yeah,
I
and that's admirable.
Yeah.
It's like I think he's done better
it?
than you'd expect. I bet his teachers didn't even think he'd get this far. Do you know what I mean?
What? Find a girl.
No, well, yeah, a job,
alive.
a girl.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Clothe himself. He's done really well. What do you think, Karl? You think you've done well?
I think I've done all right compared to some of my mates.
What are they doing now?
Probably not that much. Do you know what I mean? Mrs. Matthews said I wouldn't be an high flyer. I think I'm doing all right.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I have a holiday every year. Got somewhere to live and that.
Yeah. Got a new flat, haven't you?
Yeah.
And-
so,
And this was, like, at this moment, in the years to come. I don't know when the first Idiot Abroad was, but he flew way higher, man.
So where are they then?
Impressive.
The condoms? Did she show them to her?
Thanks to Ricky, though. Like, that always has to be recognized. Thanks to Ricky and Ricky's weird, just like, wanting of exploiting him and his ridiculousness, but still awesome.
Family and friends?
No,
Taking into work? Look what Karl
I'm
got
surprised she told Ricky, actually. I was a bit disappointed in that.
Yeah.
Because I didn't go shouting around.
Well, she was so
I got.
excited, Karl, clearly. She was so pleased and proud.
Alright, play a record, we'll come back to it.
Please.
No, that's it now.
That was just... I would have never
Sweet.
guessed
Don't
that.
mug yourself, XFM 104.9, Ricky Gervais, Steve Merchant, Karl Pilkington.
You know what's kind of sad? I'm still trying to think of horrible gifts I got from the same person, and they were so bad I can't even remember most of them. Like, that's how they were, like, just normal. I can't remember almost any of the gifts. One time he got me just like horrible clothes that he wanted to see me wear. Just like bright red pants and stuff. I do not wear colors. No, thank you. Like, I never wore those. They were awful and they had the worst fit ever. I wasn't on like the worst list, but I mean, it's just proven you don't know me at all.
A regular Santa Claus.
I'll leave it now, I'll leave it.
Oh, dear. So, Rockbusters?
Rockbusters, first one of the year.
Do you want to explain it? In case we've got
just
some
in
new
case
listeners.
some new listeners.
Might have, you never know.
Chance to win some stuff. I give you like a cryptic clue and some
What do you mean,
initials, and it sort of makes up a band. So an easy one that we did at the start was an exploding pet. I
knew he was going to do that one again.
Kitten.
He loved it.
Yeah.
That's how it works. So there's 3 of them. It's email only. You email in ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk and you win all that stuff Steve was talking about. Right, first one. £42 for a torch. £42 for a torch. That's a bit pricey. That's D.
D. I don't know what the key word for this one is. I don't know if it's torch, pricey, both. I don't know. D. Bands with D. Nope.
That's D.
Yeah, right.
Just give us it.
Write that down. So £42 for a torch. That's a bit pricey, isn't it?
In it?
A little bit of enhancement.
Yeah.
Bigging up his growth. Oh,
Okay,
go on.
that's
So
D.
that's D. The second one, he'll fit some chocolate to your feet.
Say that again.
He'll fit some chocolate to your feet.
Is that he will fit some chocolate to your feet? He'll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He'll fit some chocolate to your feet.
And the initial there is A.
That's A.
Yeah. And
fit some chocolate to your feet.
the third and final one, do you think you could... the third and
Wait,
final...
what? I don't think I'm ever going to get any of these ever again. What the hell is this? Who'll fit what? It sounds like something stupid they would do in one of those like high fashion model runway thingy-majiggies where they make clothes out of the stupidest things ever. I feel like chocolate shoes could definitely be on the runway as, you know, one of those ridiculous things that makes absolutely no sense just to show how creative they can be with clothes when it's actually just garbage. But I have no idea.
One, do you think your kid will get that strawberry for me?
These are so weird.
Do you
Right.
think? Say it again.
Do you think your kid will get that strawberry for me? That's WP.
Right, now, I just better warn people. You really got to get into the mindset of Karl here.
I can't.
These are not real cryptic clues. These are not cryptic clues that you do in the Guardian or the Times crossword. There's usually something wrong with them. It is usually, what's the word? completely change the word in order to make it fit.
Yes.
Often. So just be careful.
I have
Don't
no
be
idea.
surprised.
Exactly.
Okay.
Do you want to give us them again very quickly?
All right, first one, 42 quid for a torch. That's a bit pricey, isn't it? All right, that's D. Second one, it'll fit some chocolate to your feet.
Can't think of any. I can't think.
That's A.
I can't think
And,
either.
do you
Oh,
think,
thank you. We're on
do
the same
think your
page.
kid will get that strawberry for me. WP. Right, so...
Ricky.Gervais at xfm.co.uk. Some great prizes to be won.
Yeah.
Richard
I have no
Ashcroft.
idea.
Science of Silence. Steve, if there was a record of the week, that would be a record of the week.
You're a big fan, I know.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Let's make it record of the week.
Yeah, that's
Sure.
record of the week. Richard Ashcroft.
Excellent.
Science of Silence.
Brilliant.
No one gives us anything anyway. These pluggers, they come in. We get things like homemade bands that they've pressed it in their garage.
Yeah.
You can hear their mum in the background going, "What are you doing?"
Exactly.
Mum! We're recording this for XFM! 104.9, Ricky Gervais, Steve Merchant. Carl Pilkington. Carl, what have you got for
I
us?
was just thinking, the irony is, we're the only people on this station, I think, who play their own records, aren't we?
I know.
There's loads of people who do.
Rubbish.
John Kennedy plays what he wants.
He's on in the
Yeah, but
middle of the night,
he's
isn't he?
he's on
Zoe
3
plays
o'clock
what
in the
she
morning,
wants.
no
Everyone
one's
plays.
up.
Zoe, on Drive, she plays some stuff.
What do you mean?
She
What do you play?
plays some
Fat Boy
Whatever she
Slim,
wants to
probably.
play.
Here's another remix.
You know,
I won't say who it's by.
Christian plays some of his own.
Does he?
Yeah, so...
Yeah, they're probably novelty songs, aren't they, by you?
Right, listen, right, yeah, New Year and all that.
He's great, isn't he?
Rockbusters is on the way, we're getting some good stuff coming in.
I have to say, I'm amazed. Every answer I've had so far has been correct. I listened to the clues, I've got no idea. And I know you,
Wow.
Carl, I spend time with you.
Have
I
you
know how you
seen the
work.
XFM listeners? Well, of course they're the same as
Excuse
Carl.
you.
Of course they've got the same
Well.
mindset.
Yeah.
Oh.
I can't do
What
it,
did you
though.
do for New Year, incidentally?
Well, I cocked it
He
up a
went
bit.
to the show thing.
You're
Eventually.
joking.
Go on,
You're
here we
joking.
go.
You're joking,
He meant
mate.
what?
A bit. Well, I cocked it up a bit. Right?
You're joking.
Go on,
You're
here we
joking.
go.
You're
I
Up a
what?
bit.
Instantly.
Well, I cocked it up a bit.
I cocked it up a bit.
Right?
You're joking.
Go on,
You're
here we
joking.
go.
You're joking, mate. Go on.
I went and booked a
You
table.
got the wrong day.
No, right?
I get it.
Booked a table at a restaurant that was shut. Right?
How'd you do that?
Booked a table at a restaurant, and the one that I called, it wasn't the one. The call had been diverted. So Suzanne said, "Call them up and see what they're serving." Right? Because I forgot to do that when I booked the table. Right?
That's
So-
great,
So
anyway.
because the thing is, right, it's a restaurant in Covent Garden, but they've got one in Victoria. But when they answered and they said, no, Victoria, I thought that was the person who was answering the phone. Do you know how some people say the name?
Right.
Right? So then when I called them up and said, what
You
you
thought
serving?
he sounded
Understandable.
a bit funny.
Right? So,
I'm confused, Carl, but probably not more.
Well, it was
no
a
more than you would have been on
Okay,
the
it was
on
a
the day.
branch of a.
All right,
he
all right.
doesn't
Anyway,
want to give the restaurant away, so he phoned it up. There's one in Covent Garden. They answered the
So
phone.
it's not the restaurant's
and-
not called No.
No, they said no, Victoria.
Why can't we name the restaurant?
I don't know why.
Are we
It's not
scared-
libelous.
Are we scared that, like, are you scared people are going to sort of see you in there because it's your regular haunt?
no, it's just that, you know, you got to pay for stuff, haven't you?
Right.
I mean, it's...
Okay. Anyway, so
They're
you
not
got-
mentioned it
sponsored by the
before, New Year,
restaurant.
but it's not
So
in
did
our
you go all
favour
the
now,
way
is
to
it?
the restaurant to find out that it was closed?
No. What happened is I called
Was that the
them
name
up.
of the restaurant again?
Right, the restaurant's called Christopher's. They've got one in Covent Garden, they've got one in Victoria. He
Right.
phoned up, he went to book, it's a lovely restaurant, I've been there often, I recommend it to him. He phones up, said, can I have a table for new, he said, no problem, sir. Right? And then, Suzanne said, oh, you better call up, see if they've got any haddock on the, menu. And he went, hello, and they went,
don't know
hello,
what that
Christopher's. Victoria went, Victoria? They went, yeah, he went, oh no. That's it, innit?
So then I just said, no, forget it. I'm not going all the way over there. So I cancelled it, right? So then I called up Suzanne and said, look, I've made an error. The
Yes.
place we were going to is shut.
Was she
So-
surprised again, or?
So we're not going. So she said, oh, try some other places. And I did. They were all booked
Poor
up.
Suzanne, worst
I was fed
end
up
of the
anyway.
year
I hate
ever.
New Year. It's always like this, isn't it? So, I said, look.
You know the common factor in all these stories. You hate Christmas, you hate birthdays,
It's
you hate
you.
New Year. It is you.
right?
Yeah.
So I said, I'll sort something out.
Yeah.
So I went to Tesco.
Leave it with me. Went to Tesco's,
You
boots
went
were
to
shut.
Tesco.
Got a lovely plate of condoms.
Did you just stay in and play with her birthday, her Christmas gifts?
blowing them up? There's all
Staying
I've
in.
done, look, I've done some balloons.
Well, it was. We did stay in, and I watched that thing that 100 Greatest Moments, which was annoying me. Did you see? There was a nudist on it. You know how I feel about them.
Yeah.
Right?
Man with 2 knobs.
There was a man with 2 knobs on it, and a nudist
what?
who just like wanders about the house.
But it said, and when he visits people, I was thinking, who lets him visit? I go,
Exactly, yeah.
But he must go there with trousers on and go, hello, lovely to see you. Can I just pop all these off? Well, not really, no.
And I tell you what annoyed me the most, he had a white sofa. If you were a nudist, you'd get a darker one.
I don't know what's
Right?
happening
You'd get
there
a
or what
darker one.
happened. Ew.
Right? So anyway, right, so we ended up watching that. That annoyed me. And then I was tired by about 11, and I said, oh, let's go to bed. And she said, you can't. And that annoys me, the fact that, because it's New Year, you got to stay up, and it's like, well, why? Can't we just... You should bring it forward, so in case you want
To quarter to 10.
Well, you stay up, and it's like my eyes were dead heavy, and I was like, oh, I want to go to sleep. So just stay up, and then it's midnight,
so
and you go Happy New
grumpy.
Year, then you go to bed.
Yeah.
Well, not everyone, Carl. Some people have a little party.
So
it's over with anyway.
yeah.
So, are you 86 years old?
86 on my nerves.
Wait, is that... Okay, because I know he's been doing acting and stuff. I thought maybe it was like actual makeup, but okay. You know what's the funniest thing about that? Besides the roundness of his head, the most recognizable thing on him is that like weird V thing he has here. I don't know what that is.
It just gets on my nerves.
Do you ever enjoy? You never seem to have any fun, Carl. This is what disappoints. This is what worries me. I feel like you're going to die.
You're here,
young,
you're here, Carl. With us 2, we've got 3. As I was just saying to Steve, 3 of the greatest comedy minds ever in one room.
Oh,
and
wow.
Steve pointed out since the goodies.
True.
Toot your own horns.
Do you know what I mean? Well, I mean,
It should be party central.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, right, so this is when I spent time thinking of new ideas.
Anyway.
Right.
So that's when I came up with, what did I come up with? Rituals.
Yeah.
This is about, it's good to have a flathead in India.
And just run us past
Just
that
run, yeah.
It's good to have a flathead in India.
Is that it?
Well, what they do is they put wood round your head and sort of clamp it, and the flatter head you've got, apparently the more attractive in some part of India, can't remember. So that's a ritual.
So I don't know where to start with this.
No.
Well, leave it.
Not India,
we'll be
okay.
doing that. Well, we've done it.
I've seen that
was the first
before.
one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know what Ricky was going to say, but apparently it's well known in maybe Western cultures. Like, I don't know how to say it, but whatever. It's well known that when people have like a flat head, but here in the back, I have a lot of hair, but just flat here, it's from lack of being held as a baby. Which is just like when a mother or, you know, your parents hold you as a baby and they like cradle the back of your head, it gives you that like head shape. And apparently when they have very flat heads, it's lack of that. And nowadays, I'm not sure why, what, who, what, where, and why, but I've seen a bunch of babies, and actually my baby neighbor, lately there are head shaping helmets now. She wears one. I mean, and it seems to be like quite a common thing. I've seen quite a lot of babies with that. And maybe it's something I should read up on and find out why, but it's one of those things where you think, okay, it's extremely common now, wasn't common before, but how many people do you know that has like a lopsided head or whatever? Like it's one of those things. It's like they created an issue to give you a solution to it, because like I don't know, people my age, I've never known anyone to wear a baby head shaping helmet, but I don't know any lopsided headed people. Like, what's happening? Just, you know, carry your children, hold their heads, pick them up, and they'll be fine. Again, maybe there's some kind of underlying solution that I'm missing out on, but do any of you know a lopsided headed person? Or are any of you? Because I've never seen that to be an actual issue. Flat-headedness for lack of carrying the baby? Sure. There are some people, whatever. But needing a helmet seems extreme.
This week!
Well, leave it. We'll be doing that. Well, we've done it. That's
So that was
for
the
this
first
week.
one, wasn't it?
That's this week!
Right? We've also got Do We Need 'Em, which we've carried on from last year, which is finding out, what animals we need in the world, which ones we can get rid of. I'm talking to experts and that, finding that out. We're doing Rockbusters, that's underway, we're getting emails in. And what do you think of that then?
What do you think of that then, of course?
I love this, that he treats his show like it's a checklist for what he's got to pack for holiday.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean? He just goes, sun cream, yeah.
Totally.
It's all like, it's done. Look at his face.
No, but I try and come up with stuff that people will remember and go, that's interesting, I'll tell my mates that in the pub. Another one I'm thinking of doing.
I bet you did a lot of that.
Around the World in 80 Days.
Ooh.
Around the World in 80 Gervais. And what I do, I give you, like, little things, like, little bits of information about countries, so that if you go, you'd go like, I don't want to go there.
That's just terrible thing to say, and
Why
I
not good
apologise.
things?
I can't think of the PC word for it. But I think Karl is slightly retarded.
Yes. I was just thinking the same, yeah.
Why does he look like he's
Yeah, I was just
wearing
gonna think-
makeup there? Looks like he's wearing blush and, like, lipstick. And eyeliner. He looks very feminine there. I've heard so many times people saying he might probably be on the spectrum. I think it's a possibility. I know people on the spectrum. It could be, but the word Ricky used, like, no. Well, I don't know. I don't know what to classify it as. Spectrum, very, very highly possible. But his face. I mean, he's smarter than he's able to lead on, if that makes sense. Like, he's smarter than he's able to show. I've been learning that, but I don't know how. Just my favorite word for Karl is and always will be unique. The homie is unique. That's it. That's all you need to know.
Same, yeah. Yeah. Is there something we can do about that? Is there...
Just play a record. Just keep the.
Could we get ourselves registered as a charity?
I think so.
The giggles. That was mean.
Badly Drawn Boy, Born Again.
On XFM 104.9.
I was just looking to see if that's a new single. It looks like it probably is, Rick, if that's of interest to you.
It's a new one.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, well, first of our regular features with Karl, we've got Rockbusters. That's rolling. There's people coming in. They're getting them right. I don't understand it myself.
As ever, Rick, you'll be amazed and confounded.
So I don't know the answer, and I haven't looked at the answers. I just like that moment. It's like when you go down Christmas and you're excited about a present, and it's like some condoms. You know what I mean? Well, I love that.
Yeah, that moment.
Yeah.
I don't know how he's going to top that next year.
I don't know how he's going to top that. All I can think of is some corn plasters. Right.
I don't know what that is. Is that like the pinchy things for corn on the cob? The little... Because I don't know what that is.
They're included.
Got you a pumice stone. Right, now, do we need them?
Do we need them?
Do we need them?
It's something we started a few weeks ago. We're always talking about animals and insects and that. And,
Headless
it's like,
things.
If you took an animal out of the world, would we have problems? Right?
Would it make any difference?
Yeah, would it make any difference?
We did jellyfish last time, didn't we?
Yeah.
We sorted that out.
The woman said we've got to keep them.
We do need them, because turtles eat them.
Yeah. So, I've moved on. Octopus.
Do we need the octopus?
Yeah.
Let's find out.
Good stuff. Okay. I feel like they get to stay. For sure. His face.
I'm working through a load of animals.
A fish shop?
That, and finding out whether
Whoa,
we need...
whoa. Ooh, I like the do we need them thing. A fish shop, to me, is when they're dead and you buy them to eat them? Is this more like a pet fish shop? I'm trying to think how you would call an aquarium pet shop. Like, what? How can we differentiate that so we know we're not eating them?
We're not, right?
Right.
Because, like,
Sorry.
animals, right, through...
Okay.
I'm working through a load of animals, right, that... and finding out whether we need them or not, right?
Right.
Because, like, jellyfish, to me, I'm a bit puzzled by them. I don't really know why we need jellyfish, and I spoke to some expert.
Turtles eat them.
What?
Turtles eat them.
Yeah, I know, but do we need turtles? Do you know what I mean? It goes on and on, doesn't
We
it?
need humans.
Well, you know, I mean, I might get to that bit, but
Yeah.
I need to sort out the animals first. I've got a lot on. So the
We
thing
are
is,
animals.
I've left the jellyfish. We know we need them, right?
Right.
So octopus,
Yeah.
right? I know
like
they're pretty
Chris.
brainy.
Incredibly brainy.
A story that I heard, I don't know if it's true, but there was some science lab somewhere, right,
Yeah.
Oh.
where they
This
had some
started, right?
octopus in it, and they had some crabs.
Yeah.
And at night, the octopus was like getting a bit bored on its own in the dark and that, and they sort of come alive in the dark, don't they?
Yeah.
They like the dark.
Yeah.
And the octopus had its eye on the crabs, and at night when it's dark, it was getting out of its little cage, crawling along the floor, getting in the crab's cage, getting them out and eating them.
I don't doubt it. We put jam jars with the lids on with crabs in, and they'll open the jam jar and...
You're joking?
Yeah.
Even I sometimes struggle with them.
Yeah, we don't do it... you don't do it really, really tight, but...
Oh, right, so they're not that clever then.
Well, they would, if they were strong enough, they'd open it, but...
I was gonna say, what does their strength have to do with their cleverness? The fact that they know to open the jar is the clever part. It doesn't matter if they can or can't.
Not that strong.
Oh, that's mad. Right, I also know that if they get hungry, they eat their own legs.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I didn't know that.
They're deaf.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't really know.
Yeah,
I know they don't live very long.
They can squash themselves into small jugs.
Oh, yeah, they can go in a demi-john through the narrow neck and that.
Why do they need to do that?
Because they're the sort of crevices and holes that they're hunting for crabs and things through.
So, would they be better if they were smaller? Do you know what I mean?
No!
I really don't know.
Yeah.
The silence
Octopus,
is
then.
loud.
If Noah said to you, you know, we're having a clear out,
Yeah,
we've got too many animals to look after and that in the sea, taking up too much room,
right.
do we need them?
I think there's other less useful things in the sea than octopus. Limpets, they could go.
Limpets?
Yeah, they just sit on a rock and do nothing for 50 years.
But they're not...
Sorry, I gotta Google because I have no idea what that is. Limpet? I've never even heard that before. It's like a sea snail. It is a sea snail. Oh, don't get him started on snails. Oh, they're kind of grossish. Okay. Okay, I need to do now. Sorry.
Do nothing for 50 years.
But they're not getting in the way then, how big are they?
Oh,
What,
very big.
octopuses are?
Yeah, you see, I might come round to them, but I never think, oh, you know, I'm sick of seeing these limpets. Whereas octopus, you know, crawling about, opening jam jars and that.
you'd never see them though. They're really rare.
Well,
We get 2 or 3 caught a year. It's quite amazing.
do we need them? Yeah? Well, we'll just have to keep them then.
I like how there was no proper justification as to why we need him. Just because he just wants to get rid of them because he thinks he sees them all the time, which the guy said, no, you don't. And it's like, okay, they can stay. Like, what? There was no actual reason to keep them. What, they eat crabs? Like, you know what I mean? Does anything eat octopus? Besides humans? Like, I don't feel like there was an actual sentence there to conclude, okay, that makes sense, we need them. They were more important than the Limp Bizkit things? Like, I mean... How did we conclude we need them? Because they're rare? I don't... What?
I love that Karl can confuse the scientist.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
amazing.
because
The
all
silence
systems of
was
logic break down.
beautiful.
I know,
Everything they've ever
even the
learned.
scientist was going, well, get rid of limpets.
Yeah.
That
Now,
is
who
brilliant.
was that guy?
I think his name was Chris,
And where was he from?
in a place called Megavisi, where I went one year.
Mevagissi.
And he's a scientist, is he?
I think he's got a fish shop or something like that.
He's got a fish
No,
shop.
he
Oh,
doesn't.
it-
Like an aquarium type place.
Oh, okay.
Fish shop.
Thank you.
It wouldn't put it past him that he, a winkle store. He's got a
Thank
winkle
you,
store at
okay.
Paul Harbour.
Yeah, that's an expert.
Oh dear.
But, what have you learnt from that then?
Well, that we don't know whether they're deaf or not because the bloke in the chip shop couldn't confirm.
Google. To the rescue. I will never learn. I know you guys have taught me so many times the plural of the octopus, but I just can't. Deaf. Okay. Wait, what? But what is my source here? Octopuses! That's the plural. Okay, we're good. May also use a statocyst to hear sound. The common octopus can hear sounds between 400 hertz and 1,000 hertz and hear. Okay, they can't hear. Interesting. There's another part that BBC Earth News. I don't know how trustable this is, but for example, I don't know what this is cut from, but whatever. For example, because octopus or squid do not possess gas-filled chambers within their bodies, they cannot amplify sounds, limiting their hearing ability. But they can freaking hear. Okay, but they can hear as well as invertebrates such as prawns. I know what those are. Although less well than many species of fish and the toothed whales, which often eat them. Oh, they do get eaten. Okay. So they can stay because they feed the whales. It's a whole chain.
Confirm it or not, because the bloke in the chip shop couldn't confirm it. They eat their own legs. Think of that.
That's a bit weird.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
They eat their own legs?
They eat their own legs if they get hungry.
Right.
And they grow back, don't they?
I think so, yeah.
If you eat one, they'll grow back.
Yeah.
And yeah, you can put them in little jars and that. If you wanted to.
Yeah.
That's true of anything, technically?
It's just a bit weird, isn't it? It's like...
The jar is big enough?
No, but, people have a go about being cruel to animals and that. But what he was saying there is, right, what they've watched an octopus do, they've got hold of a crab, right? So that'll be being stressed out because it's out of the water.
Yeah.
They've then stressed it out even more by putting it in a jar.
Right.
Which he didn't like.
Which he didn't like.
And then an octopus is crawling about on the jar.
Yeah.
And the crab knows that the octopus wants to eat it. Right?
Yeah.
So then it's having more threats.
Yeah.
Because of that. And then they let the octopus eat it.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty...
Do we need crabs?
Do them next week, yeah?
Well, I want to sort out snails first.
Right.
Right.
Okay.
What's your pitch with snails? What do you know about snails?
I know that bats eat them.
Do they?
They can sleep for 13 years.
Right.
Oh, you do it.
Can you believe that?
Okay. He said to me, snails can sleep for 13 years. And I went, right. He went, oh, thing is though, if it was a scientist, and he was, he was looking at it, and he put it in a quiet place, it might well doze off. He said it wouldn't be the same if it lived on the streets. And then we went on to a whole thing about homeless. He wants to do a game show with celebrities being homeless for a week.
What do you think?
Actually, I've got to say, that's not bad at all.
It's not bad, is it?
No.
Right, do you know how, like, Lenny Henry went to the jungle?
Yep.
Right? And you've got, who else did it?
Joanna Lumley design.
made slippers out of a bra. Right?
What?
So I'm thinking, like, get a celebrity and say to him... No, just because... I'll tell you why, right? I'll tell you why all this came about. When I was walking back from that Christmas meal that I bought my girlfriend for 150 quid...
Lest we forget.
Right? I was walking down Mortimer Street and there was an homeless fella there and it was like, oh, it's really, really bad. But the weird thing is...
that was
It
great.
was about... I don't know, probably about 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
No,
Oh, stop breathing like
9,
that.
Right? And he was asleep. And I just thought, do homeless people ever think, I think I'll have an early one tonight? Right? That's what got me thinking. It's a bit weird, the whole lifestyle of it. The fact that he had an early one.
The fact, what, if it's a bit weird that he's sleeping not in a home, but on the street?
No, it's just that if
interesting.
If I was
Interesting.
homeless, I'd probably stay up quite late. Because it's not nice. Do you know what I mean?
What are you talking about?
It's
being
dangerous
homeless isn't
to
a
live
good
on the
thing,
street.
is it?
No.
People forget how bad it is.
Yeah.
Right.
But surely sleeping gets you out of reality. They sleep because they're tired. They can't sleep very well, so they need all the sleep they can get.
Yeah, but sleeping's nice if you've got a nice big bed.
What, you think that they can go, I'll stay up, I'll go to bed at 2, I'll go straight to sleep, and I'll pop up at 8 when the alarm clock goes off?
Well, that's just what I was thinking, right? So I was thinking how bad it is, and it's, you know, especially this time of the year, you know.
Yeah, it's terrible. It's the
really
worst thing.
And to sort of give it some publicity and get a bit of help behind it, get celebrities, someone like Phil Mitchell, maybe, off EastEnders,
Okay.
who's a big fella, he can look after himself, put him in a shop doorway, have some cameras set far away in a building or something.
Yeah.
They can film him, and it's up to him how he raises money for food to eat.
He could sign autographs.
Well, they wouldn't know him though, would they? Because you never look at a
Who could you
homeless
get?
person.
You get, what's her name? Gail Porter.
Yeah.
Gabby Roslin.
Right, yeah.
Narinda from Big Brother.
Yeah.
Who else would do it?
I got a game show
Les
idea
Dennis, I reckon,
I
would do
got a
it.
game show idea called On the Game. And what happens is, you get Narinda...
Sugarcane by Sonic Youth on XFM 104.9 with Gervais, Steve Merchant, Karl Pilkington. Go on, Karl. What's next? Are you going to do your
cut-off.
war feature? What is it called?
Wars Are
What do
Us.
you think of that then?
You do that now?
It annoys me a bit, right? Because we said before Christmas that we'd come back with new stuff.
Yeah.
Gave you a title to work on, that Ridiculous.
Right.
You came in today, I said, have you sorted it out? You say no. Steve, you're having a go at me for wanting to get music out of the library for you.
Yeah.
You haven't got any new ideas.
Sure.
But you're dissing mine.
I'm not dissing yours.
Well...
I'm a massive fan of them.
Good vibe off you.
Oh, I think that's very harsh. I just asked you when were we going to have...
Good on you,
more. Do
Karl.
think of
Stand
that?
up
I'm a
for
big fan.
yourself.
I'm excited.
Well, it's not that good, to be honest with you.
Well, I disagree. It sounds brilliant.
Right, well, it's a bit of a tweak of educating Ricky.
I can't remember the concept anymore of Ricky Ridiculous, but the name is just enough for me to be interested and invested if they ever do it. I don't feel like they're ever gonna do it because it's up to Ricky, and Ricky won't do it. But was it something like he comes up with like 2 lies and a truth or something like that, like stories, and you gotta figure it out? I can't remember what it was, but the name is just it's enough.
Some information on wars.
Yeah.
Okay.
World War II.
Whoa, that kind of creeped me out. That was
World War
cool.
World War II? All right.
The world champion chess player. He helped someone out.
Specific.
It's the detail I like.
No, he
You know, it's nearly a history
I like
program,
how
isn't
scared
it?
Smirch looks
I
in
was
the
watching
picture.
those repeats of The World at War
Yeah.
that were on in the mornings, you know, incredibly
Did
detailed,
you
but
lot-
they've got nothing on Karl.
Did you write a lot of that David Sharma series?
He was able to use his skills that he has to play chess, because apparently chess is all about probabilities of like where a piece will be put.
Right.
And they got him in, and they said, "Can you help us out?" He said, "Yeah." And he said, "Right, where should we
Simple
like?"
enough.
Hitler has just moved his queen.
So that's a
He
fact.
sent in a bishop that ran diagonally
Yeah,
through the
exactly.
troops, knocking them over.
Sorry, wait a minute, Karl. So they got a chess
Sorry,
player.
that's it.
Well, yeah. It's just like, oh.
Well,
what do
yeah.
you think of that?
Again, that's not a story.
But it angers me that he says that I'm down on the ideas when that... I mean, that's beginning to shape up as quite interesting. I thought you were going to tell me which battle or which event
World War
was
II.
you...
World War II.
There's not a battle.
But which bit of your World War II?
Like the middle bit.
There's 6 years worth.
Yeah, well, probably about a bit in.
Guessing.
I thought, let's...
Guessing.
Well, alright, yeah, there is a bit of guesswork, but it doesn't matter.
But that could have been an interesting thing if you told me it had an impact
Well,
on the
when
Normandy
you look at
landings.
these things, do you go, bloke wants help chest, oh, I'll use that,
Oh,
and
cool,
run away from
okay.
the computer?
No,
Or
I
run
read
out
it.
of the bookshop?
See, okay, it could have been. I feel like if Karl would have said, I can't point to it because it's further than my reach. But I feel like if Karl would have said that, just like as eloquently as that is put, they would have been just like, first of all, shocked that he's actually speaking facts properly. But also, I feel like that would have been much more interesting.
The first line where I get enough information, I just think...
What do you mean
But
you
then it
read the
wouldn't be
first line
Karl.
where you get enough information? Imagine if you were someone's defence lawyer, and he was like, he's on death row, and
Yeah.
went, I don't
Oh.
think he did it.
Yeah.
They're
I
screwed.
read the first line, I didn't read the file
It's a
He
completely.
was in a hotel in Texas, right? Go on.
It's enough.
Oh, some other
It's
stuff.
enough,
He
it's
definitely
enough,
didn't kill him.
it's enough, it's enough.
And
Yeah,
I
that's
just thought they always take ages on deciding where to go. It's just like, bet there's a better way.
I don't know what you're saying now. I don't know what you're talking about.
Well,
Actually, don't know what you're talking about.
When people play chess, they take ages to make the move. So I'm just thinking, there's probably a quicker way.
Of what?
Than finding where a boat is, than getting a chess player in.
I don't know what you mean now.
Right,
Are you talking about battleships now?
They should have got an expert battleships player in.
Right?
yeah. What? Carl,
Right,
what?
forget that one.
Or
then.
someone
No,
who's really good
I'm not being funny, but what is that? What are you telling me there?
Someone who's really good at risk. You should have brought them in.
Yeah, Cluedo.
Yeah.
Another fact. On,
That's enough then, is it?
Well, they use expert Cluedo players, but the police use expert
they
Cluedo
do
players.
use, yeah.
If ever there's a murder in a country house,
Do you think they use that old Chinese fella on the front of Mastermind?
Mastermind, yeah.
Yeah, for logic problems. The
That-
Enigma. Yeah.
I used to freaking love this game, by the way. But, is it me, or does that really look like Ricky? That's like Gervais in an alternate universe. That's Gervais. Like, tell me that's kind of tripping me out. That looks very Gervaisy. And she... Well, I don't know.
Yeah, for logic problems. The Enigma code was broken by top mastermind players.
Exactly, yeah.
Right, second
And a guy
fact.
who had a couple of rounds of Yahtzee and done very well.
Second fact about the war.
For engineering, they use a lot of Jenga players.
Absolutely.
To
Whenever
do
they
it.
want
Will
to-
the building collapse? I don't know. Let's pull this. Let's see.
If
Yes,
they
it
wanted
will.
to identify,
Yes.
What are you doing?
if they wanted to identify spies,
Yeah.
bring me the champion of Guess Who.
Was it a woman with glasses? No. Right,
Has
sit
he got a
down.
beard? Is it Bernard?
Right, Carl. Sorry.
Right,
Go on.
Another war
You're
fact.
not
So
sorry.
I'm saying it's rubbish, but look, you love that.
Yeah.
Right?
I like
Yeah.
that
Second
thingy. It's
one.
cool.
The first bomb that was dropped on Berlin,
Yeah.
Okay.
it didn't kill a person, but it killed an elephant.
I think that's true.
That is true.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the last one.
Is that all you know about that? See,
For
that's
elephant.
interesting, isn't it?
But
What
that's
was the-
enough.
But no, it's not though. Because I mean, listen.
That's
Most people want to go. Oh,
not-
what was the elephant doing there? Did
Oh,
it land
so
in a
the-
zoo? Was it a pet?
Oh.
Was it a lost elephant? Did they aim at the elephant? How did it kill it? Did
Was
it
it
hit on the
Hitler's
edge?
favourite elephant?
Yeah, was it Hitler's favourite elephant? Did it then have one ball?
Yeah.
I mean, these are the things. Why didn't he catch it with his trunk?
Did it have an effect on German morale?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, come on. I don't want to fight anymore.
I love that he just plays the record.
Chewing
So
breaks. Painkiller. On XFM.
And it like calms
Carl's
them
getting a little
down.
bit
They come back
stressed,
all
aren't you?
calm.
No, I just, got to keep focused, got to keep the show good and that.
Yeah.
And in the
Yeah.
new year, the idea was come up with some good snappy stuff.
You didn't.
And today, I just think it's been a mess with you, to be honest. I mean, this is the sort of thing I'd prefer to do after the show as the producer.
Yeah.
But
Do you know what? I think it's a discipline problem.
Is
I'm
it
not sure Ricky's got any.
because I just put sellotape on your head?
well, that's a bit to do with it. But just let's just focus.
But
on
I didn't put it when there was any hair on your eyebrows. I put it across your forehead.
Right.
Right.
What do you think of that then?
Yeah.
We've got one more bit left.
Brilliant.
One more fact.
I'm sorry. I need a cough drop.
The French, right, when they were at war,
David Sharma, I just imagine him just introducing it. Amazing.
Which war was this?
it was still the World War.
One or
World
two.
War-
You
World
go
War
on.
II.
It's 50-50. Go on. Yeah. Yeah.
Right, World War II. What the French did. Everyone needs a code.
Everyone needs a code. Yep.
A code when you're in the army.
This is
and
a Disney song.
that, right? And to sort of give the go ahead if you want to go into battle and stuff.
Okay.
Right. So,
Needs a code.
but the weird thing
Game
is,
show.
right? The weird thing
Everyone.
is, do you know what theirs was?
Go on. Do you?
Yeah, I know what it is. It's
So what
bit
was
weird.
the French code?
For what?
To sort of say, right, yeah, go on
But they had more than one.
on this day.
But I don't know what day it is.
Doesn't matter.
Day.
Oh, what? It's like saying, what am I thinking of? What was the battle? What was the...
Okay, so all right. What?
Look at him,
He gets
he's
so caught up in
genuinely
specifics.
confused that I've asked this question. Right.
It was...
No. If you ask me a question, ask me the question correctly. What was the code for battle during what battle?
World War II.
No, that's not a battle. That's a war.
Yeah, it was in a war, yeah.
I don't know what to do. He confuses people.
Oh. Alright, okay, what was it, Carl? What was the
Yeah,
code?
what
was
are
the
you
French
thinking
code?
of? Right.
John's got a moustache.
What are you talking
My
about?
lungs are gonna burst.
That was a code that the French used. You know, like... I mean, I just think it's a bit daft, right?
There's a fire
Because
at
you
the
could come up with
insurance
that by
agency.
mistake.
yeah. Two French blokes talking.
You know what this straight up brought back in my mind? It was the code in Stranger Things where they had to decipher, but it was basically like the mall. Like the yellow hand and the blue hand, and it was the clock, and it was just like the food court at the mall. I feel like it's something like that. That if it were told by Karl, it would make no sense. But, okay. Are you supposed to, like, work this into normal conversation? Or, like, yeah, the other day I was at my Aunt Jean's, and she had a long mustache. Like, what?
The trenches. yeah. Two French blokes talking in the trenches, and they see a major walk past, and they go, "Oh look, John's got a moustache," and they all go and go, "No, I was just talking. What are you talking about?"
Well, the way... I don't think that's a good code. I'm not...
I
you know,
don't believe it is the code.
I'm with
right,
you.
yeah, seriously.
And what?
And
It's
would
just
it,
a
would, it
little
have been,
simple.
would it have been said in French?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But the way that-
Guess in. Yeah.
No, but...
What?
You see, I can't even be bothered.
What are you saying, Karl?
Because it's not a very good code. Do you know, like, we've talked in the past about, you know, things you don't see, and I said, an old man eating a Twix.
Yeah.
If they use that's safe. Because no one is ever going to see a man having an old man having a Twix.
What do you mean?
Well, use that as a code. Don't use a
I get
saying,
his point.
John's got a moustache.
It's too... It could be said. It's too simple. It's, it's just... It's possible to mix that up. Or get that in the conversation, apparently. I get your point. I get it. We're good.
That could crop up. And it's like the war's kicked off.
That's a weird...
Well,
What?
I said John had a moustache. Oh.
Two French folks would never be saying John's got a moustache. Why
Why
would
wouldn't
they?
Because back then they were fashionable.
He nearly makes sense, doesn't he?
No, he
I assume
did.
it would have been
It's you
Jean.
that's wrong.
Yeah. No, probably John.
And how would this code have been? I mean, who would have announced
know, I
this
just
to
read
everyone?
it.
By the way, I know I said Jean. I know that's Jean-Paul, Jean-Claude Van Damme. I get it, it's Jean. But Jean was funnier because it's a female name.
No, Steve, that's what was on the internet.
Thanks,
No, I
this
just
to
read
everyone.
it. I read it like that, Steve. That's what was on the internet. This is a code that was used. John's got
But
a
don't be
moustache.
angry with me.
I know, but you're always asking questions.
Because I'm interested in history.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's you're genuinely interesting bloke, Karl. We'd like to know... I'd like to film you secretly. You know, like they do, like Nature Watch, when they put it in a, like a, you know what I mean, a Badgers sort of thing,
Warren,
right?
yeah.
And they just watch it. I'd like to see what you do, pop around and go, I wish I could download the music in your head. Because it'd be...
Oh, I always have music in my head. It's
And
exhausting.
you see something weird, you go... And then you read that and you go... And you write it down, and that's what comes out. John's got a moustache.
I'd like to see next Christmas.
Imagine the French, right, for their battle cry, for their battle code, to know it's going ahead, they're going over the top.
Battle cry
you
and
never
battle
see an
code are
old
two
bloke eating a
different
Twix.
things.
Imagine that.
Yeah, but all these things are things that I think in my head.
Keep them in there.
Do you know, like
Please.
before when I was talking about going out on, Christmas Day,
Yeah.
having a meal on the way back, seeing a homeless person.
Yeah.
And then I think, God, that wouldn't be good. I don't know, TV show. Right? You can think of things like that. When I saw the homeless fella, then I got talking to Suzanne about when I had to sleep in my car.
What do you mean? Go on.
Let's play a record and come back to any sleeping in the
God,
car.
I can't wait.
Play a song for the
I
lovers.
was watching last night, Carl, on cable TV, 1987's amazing Sign of the Times Prince in concert film. It was
Okay.
dynamite. I thought to myself, how brilliant he is. It reminded me of the gig I went to see last year. He played this tune. It's from the album Parade. Okay, I don't want to discuss whether or not Prince is acceptable on XFM or whether he's a genius. He is a genius. That's the end. That's the end of the discussion. Play the tune. He's dynamite.
happening?
It's a song for the
I
ladies.
remember.
Calm
I was
down.
going to tell you. I was on the way here. You know. Do you remember John? He's got a moustache now.
I can't believe it. Lads, no! It's not on. It was. The battle's not on.
It was a
your
long
face,
mustache.
Carl.
It's very much less casual, less like possible to get mixed up with saying a long mustache. Okay.
And did die.
Yeah, no.
What?
Your face, Carl.
The elephant did die.
Yeah, no. I believe that.
happened.
Yeah.
Dang. Poor innocent elephant.
Sometimes it snows in April from the lovely Prince.
Brilliant.
From the album Parade. He doesn't always have to get up and have a rock about. He can just sit there at the
You
piano.
can't argue with that.
Bash out a
After
tune.
the break, Steve, a brand new feature I've just done. That's ridiculous.
That's ridiculous. You see, you say Ricky Gervais doesn't put any work into the show. He's just done that
I'm
during
going
that
to tell
song.
Karl some amazing facts from the world of science, nature, politics. 4 are real. 1 is absolutely ridiculous.
Okay.
Cat Stevens from Catch Bullet 4 album. Sitting. Little interesting fact for the nerds. We got it down to 2 songs to do this intro music to The Office. It was that one and Handbags and Cloud Rags. We went for Handbags and Cloud. Interesting, isn't it?
It is a fascinating fact, except,
Yeah.
of course, I still feel we should use that one, except we couldn't, because Cat Stevens' people wouldn't let us. Or it was too expensive, or something.
I don't know,
Something.
We re-recorded the Stuart one. That was too expensive.
I still prefer that one.
Yeah. Difficult.
I did not like the
Difficult.
song they
Decisions.
chose
Anyway.
Decisions.
for The Office.
That's ridiculous, right. 5 facts. Right, 1 is totally made up. Alright?
Just do 3. 3 and
Oh,
not
well
one.
there's... Okay, right,
Wait, just
okay.
one's made up? Hold on.
totally made up. Right, 1 is
1.
totally made up.
Okay.
Alright?
Just do 3. 3 and
Oh,
not
well
one.
there's... Okay, right, oh, let's see, what should I do then? There
This
are more
was
moves...
carefully planned.
There are more moves possible in a game of chess than there are particles in the universe. You can't get any colder than liquid nitrogen. I think it's minus 273. You can't, and it's impossible to get colder than that. The honey badger has got skin so loose that if you grabbed it by the neck, it could come away from its skin, turn round and bite you out of its anus.
That's ridiculous.
What do you say, Ricky? Ridiculous?
It could come away from its skin, turn round and bite you out of its anus.
That's ridiculous. Right, Rockbusters then. Wrapping it up.
It needs some work, that game, but I see it's got
Wait,
a lot
what?
of...
I like how there isn't. I like how there isn't a checker across on the last one. Okay. I was doubting, well, obviously the last one. I was doubting the other 2 though, because the number, I can't remember the number now, but the number of possibilities you have in shuffling a deck of 52 cards, like the possibilities of doing it twice, it was so just ridiculously large, the number, that stuff like that, it blows my mind, but I know it can be true. But the cold and liquid nitrogen, I don't know what would be colder, but stuff gets cold.
Right, here we go then. The first one, £42 for a torch. That's a bit pricey.
Go on.
That was D.
Yeah.
That was Daylight.
Wait, I
Never
thought
heard of
Delight, and I thought it doesn't work.
second one.
It doesn't work.
Second
I actually thought Delight doesn't work.
Second one.
There's no, wait. Dear Light, it doesn't work. It's Delight.
Second one was...
No, Carl, it doesn't work.
Continues.
Yeah, but
I like that he says it doesn't work, but apparently a bunch of people emailed in
if
correctly.
we're going to continue with this feature, you've got to tweak them a bit, right? People
Not
have got
really.
it. We've had loads of emails, more than ever. So, do you know what I mean?
Take that.
Let them decide.
There you go.
If they don't like it, they won't email in, but they're loving it.
They've all come from the same institution.
Go on.
It'll fit some chocolate to your feet. That was A. That was Aerosmith. Right?
Aerosmith. You've heard of a blacksmith?
But a smith is just a workman. It doesn't necessarily. No, you can have anything. You can have a locksmith. A smith doesn't just mean it does shoes.
Right. Do you think...
Aero cobbler would have worked. Unfortunately, there isn't a band called Aero Cobbler.
Get ready with a winner. Do you think your kid will
I wouldn't have gotten that.
get that strawberry for me? That's Wilson Pickett.
Never heard of him. Okay, see, I feel... Wilson Pickett. That's cute. I feel better knowing when I don't get most of them, it's bands I've never heard before. So it's like extremely hard for me to actually work them out or reverse engineer them or something because never heard of this guy, never heard of the first guy. And Aerosmith was just whack. I would have never thought to call Chocolate Arrow, yet like they have it here, but... And Smith for feet? That's, yeah, I wouldn't have gone there.
Wilson Pickett.
I'll give you that.
I have to say that I don't know if these guys have won in the past, but they were the first people to email in. I mean, normally I just give it to anyone, but these guys, literally, you've given the clues, Carl. I'm amazed. Everyone seemed to get Aerosmith. Everyone got D-Light. Everyone got Wilson Pickett. I'm absolutely stunned.
Well done, community.
You know, they deserve it. They deserve the junk.
There you go.
Prizes. Right. So we'll give it to Jonathan and Louise, who, as I say, may have won in the past, but as I say, they were very, very quick. You've got to beat them if you want to win. And they're from Wrexham.
Brilliant.
So good luck to them.
So
I
that's
hope
that
they
then.
enjoy Jerry's yoga diet.
Oh, it's over!
See you later.
Ooh. Oh my god. A pack of condoms, people. Really? Really? I feel like it's more insulting than the guesses I had. Wow. Wow. I couldn't think of any other bad gifts I got. Honestly, I mean, I know they're there. I know I have them somewhere in my brain. Because I remember every year being like, huh? And when I would tell people, what'd you get? I got this. And like, people are like, really? What was he thinking? I don't know. But whatever. All finished. But, wow. This is a great episode. There were a lot of fun things. I just, do we need him? Ricky Ridiculous. I like that. I feel like he could have easily read all 5 of them. Because he did it, like, quick. But, I really hope Ricky Ridiculous stays. And I love that they have a hard time saying it. It just makes it better. Anyway, beautiful humans, it's over, so I'm gone. This was wonderful. This was like a wonderful way to spend an hour or more. I don't know, an hour and a half. Just, good times. Anyway, lovely humans, I hope you have a fabulous Friday. If you're not watching on Friday, I hope you have a fabulous today. And an even better tomorrow. Why not? See you soon.